Mr. Speaker, Canadians are waking up today to more bad economic news. Just 2 months after the Conservative budget projected first quarter GDP growth of 1.2%, our economy actually shrank. Conservative mismanagement has meant more people out of work, more families struggling with household debt, and now an economy that is shrinking instead of growing. Will Conservatives finally admit their approach is not working and present a real plan to create jobs and kickstart our economy?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, since coming to office, our government has had one of the best job creation records in the G7, and we are leading in economic growth. While we're focused on creating jobs, the Liberals are pushing a high-tax, high-debt agenda that will threaten jobs and set working families back. Their leader even said, and I quote, "We're looking at an expansion and a mandatory expansion of the CPP of the type that Kathleen Wynne put forward in Ontario." End of quote. That means for someone earning $60,000, that's an extra $1,000 in tax that they will have to pay each year.
The Honourable Member for Hamilton Centre.
Mr. Speaker, a little less bragging and a little more action is what Canadians are looking for. It's no wonder Conservatives are failing on the economy. The Finance Minister thinks the answer to our shrinking economy is to weaken labour protections and make it easier to fire workers. The Prime Minister claimed he was just talking about Greece, but the Minister's office said, no, he's talking about France. But mixed-up Conservative excuses aren't fooling anyone, Mr. Speaker. When will Conservatives stop using a tax on workers and their rights as a smokescreen for their economic mismanagement?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, the Finance Minister said no such thing. He was talking about the situation in European countries like Greece and France, where their Liberal policies have resulted in out-of-control deficits and out-of-control spending. As a result, there have been tax hikes, massive layoffs, and cuts in services. The same thing that the Liberal government did in the 1990s because of its own financial mismanagement. In contrast, our government has balanced the budget while giving benefits directly to families and reducing taxes on the middle class. But the Liberals and the NDP want to take those benefits away and raise taxes on the middle class.